Question 8.
We must know what we want. We must make sure everybody is involved, everybody in the entire ministry, so that each one knows what part is to play. Because now it's a role put in one contract, so that they are just milestones to be fulfilled as the time goes. Of a small project, what if you are given something bigger? Then we shall be in a dilemma all the time. So, Honorable Minister, it's good that you, but be serious. Thank you.
You are telling us we got a loan from the government of China, and the government of China guided us on how to pay them back.
The Minister of Finance and UNRA are ex-Bank of China, and it culminated into an agreement which was signed with certain conditions.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. For the record, I'm Engineer Lukola Manu. I want to take this so that one day when you die, you are proud. This project you have.
A month or per day. So that is one of the components. We also have the second component, which is incident management. That is attending to accidents, attending to roadside.
You have been given 30 minutes to provide your articles. Honorable Chimeze.
Yes, I'm Engineer Sepuka Chimeze, Embo Parliament, with Diego County proposal to engage the O and the A contractor, the operation maintenance contractor. Did you take care of? Number 2 is on road maintenance. In road maintenance, I know you have got very well developed service standards, like you bring this, and what are your results? Lastly, for the benefit of this community, I know Engineer One has been not looked at fairly well. At the inception of this project, I know he has been asked questions about the construction of this project. Engineer One was a maintenance engineer in Dubai. What are these helps?
Let him give it to us since he says he knows.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
He became a minister. When he said the ministry should own now, and we forge ahead here. Because this gentleman here, the crack has run through the agreement, but then with the agreement, we have it here. You'd rather say that the minister there, whom he has just in Kampala and other roads in the country. So when people are making passionate appeals, are you happy you as Ugandans? We know you are intelligent fellows. Engineering as a contractor, be on a road for more than 6-7 years. A road that is less than maybe 20.
Honorable member raised an issue regarding the lawyer representing Aegis. We have looked at your powers of attorney, and it has come concerning activities of UNRA, Ministry of Works, and Aegis. And you are lawyers.
We know powers of attorney in 2 categories. There are generic powers. There are generic powers of attorney. There are specific powers of attorney. There are specific powers of attorney. Powers of attorney. What we require is a specific. What we require is a specific.
Yes, Chair. Yes, Chair. I'm a partner in the firm, so I will request that you allow me to introduce partner in the firm. So I will request that you allow me to introduce myself. If I may introduce myself. If I may. My name is Nicholas Echimu. I am a senior partner. My name is Nicholas Echimu. I am a senior partner. As lawyers, we have been asked present a power of attorney to represent the client. We are always given a letter of instruction or an engagement. If this committee decides that you actually do want a particular power of attorney, so the
I can see Honorable scratching his head. Scratching his head.
On this particular, we are going to don't diverge this particular matter.
No. Thank you so much, Chair. Chair, I have a few submissions to make in regards to.
Chair, also, the other one said he was a representative of Pinnacle.
Chair,
who are operating for IGIS. I was delving through their website. 2. Now the contract has been given. 2. Now the contract has been given any management of road tolling. This is the first of its kind in Uganda, in the world. We are doing experimentation. Then the 3, the extended addenda. Then 4, the performance bond. And then the KPI report. Because on 24th of May 2027, when there was a transition from Rift Valley, sorry to use this as an obvious, I beg to submit.
We are the state of melancholy. Deputy Chair, then the Honorable Zado can also.
Chair, Pinnacle can only be
What honorable friend was talking about? That it looks like Pinnacle was the one running this from the start. To give Aegis looks like Pinnacle was the one running this from the start. To give Aegis a contract, honorable friend clearly stated. We needed a company that had the experience. Honorable friend clearly stated. We needed a company that had the experience of the certain period. But now Aegis has come France because it has the experience that it's left.
Yeah, the other percentage is done by Abubeka Technical Services. Abubeka Technical Services is the one that is done by Abubeka Technical Services. Abubeka Technical Services is the one that does Abubeka Technical Services. Abubeka Technical Services is the one that does the road maintenance works. It's not Pinnacle.
Another company.
The road maintenance works. It's not Pinnacle.
Other companies, Ugandan companies. Because that should be this is personal business.
So yeah, right from the submission of the bids, one of the emphasis was put on the operation and maintenance will be performed by a dedicated company, wholly owned by Aegis Road Operation. The philosophy wholly owned by Aegis Road Operation. The philosophy of Aegis Road Operation is to create a local company. They specify, this is part 3, which is the Form B subcontractors. Part of the works are stock services, that is traffic and toll operations. The subcontractor that was named in the bid is Pinnacle.
And get experience of what to do. So my inquiry was, has the ministry also managed to improve its capacity in terms of managing that?
Thank you, Chair. I came in late, I didn't know the name of the previous speaker. 2. Who is that one who made the name, the subcontractors to be named? The other issue 3. Okay. Thank you.
Honorable Maruswaka, Honorable.
These people of you have said who made a mistake. They have made a mistake of 1 year. Can we know through you made a mistake of 1 year? Can we know through your chair, whether this mistake
the report here.
To me, it remains the principal
Take over the whole contract.
if the contract with IGIS is still active.
Director, planning and design. That road, the contractor was supposed to. That road, the contractor was supposed to install the tolling system in the contract. Tolling system in the contract.
I may not recollect or may not recall anything related to that contract, particular contract which was implemented.
But you participated in the design.
Chair, to the best of my knowledge, if
Both the hardware and the software
by Aegis.
under the one contract.
Honorable Chair, finish and they respond to those questions.
As good citizens, we must accept a lot of challenges in that road, and we consider and accept, or we're going to sort them out to ensure they don't continue, and even they don't come on other roads. Because I've seen, even if you squeeze
this business within the country, good for the first time. That's why also to rejoin this response that whether the former UNRA happened, it happened during that time when former UNRA was preparing. UNRA happened, it happened during that time when former UNRA was preparing to advertise and have a new operator at a new term. To advertise and have a new operator at a new term. Because all of us know that the current system new TORs know that the current system new TORs took longer than expected, and we were caught in the process before we could do expected, and we were caught in the process before we could do as that contract was
One, just for the record, you are telling us.
As that contract was
one, just for the record, you are telling us you went.
take your indulgence, maybe you take away.
They support us, build infrastructure, but also mobilize resources. You are now doing roads within the suburbs of Kampala. Now, those roads are up. And when the duty moves, IGIS has no responsibility whatsoever. The information available when you search for this a similarity analysis. Who are the beneficiaries of that company? If an assessment was made, can you kindly furnish the chair?
The ministry already gave us theirs, now we want Pinnacle to officially give us theirs.
Okay.
The month of January 2022, what were the total?
Okay.
The month of January 2022, what were the total collections? 4 billion, just repeat. 4 billion, just repeat.
208,581.
Ministry of Works, the deficit of 902 vehicles that are missing. Okay, let's go to, and this is because December 2023, December 2023 is very clear. Your records and ours are much account we don't know. Just to help us be sure.
Yes, Chair, all the money is banked.
Us be sure.
Yes, Chair, all the money is banked on the account.
Okay.
Chair, one is the independent monitoring system,
Owned by IGIS.
which is a system supplied by IGIS but used by the ministry. Then, I don't want to put blame, but on my side, when I came in as a contract manager, it was just I came in as a contract manager. It was just my own initiative guided by the Honorable Minister are things that we are going to improve going forward. But on my side, as the contract manager, from the 30-day check that I undertook, I was satisfied that what we found within that month was that I undertook. I was satisfied that what we found within that month was actually
And it's totally different from what you have. Instead, what you have is the same as what they have submitted. Totally different from what we got from the internal auditor's laptop.
There's incident here, you are going to collect.
That is corruption. Number one. The procurement team, I want to see the procurement team, I want to see the faces of procurement team.
1.6 billion. These systems were
Question. We'll go to Mania. The two record they have.
They arrive at the 36. Yeah. Consult.
Corrective action have you taken on that? Number two. Thank you.
And there is one, but
But the one thing that I request
the microphone on.
yes. Chair, we are saying about the report and why does it impact
we have items A to H, and one is performance-based operation and maintenance, which is valued at 11 billion. 11 billion divided by 12 months is roughly about the 1 billion that we've been paying. We have the one-off design.
I read that contract, especially the one with Aegis. They are supposed to be giving these people money quarterly. We are giving to them money. Why?
Were in contradiction with that quarterly payment. So there was a clarification which was got from Solicitor General, which okayed, which is 1.667 billion, and then there is a 10% contingency. No, this is for the entire contract. One of the items which wasn't concluded was the overload control system, which we haven't paid to date. The reason was that BAF, which is 2.35 billion, at measured road maintenance works. Now, at measured road maintenance works, you realize that you should have seen ex posts, and we intend to open the boundaries of the expressway and then continue the fencing all through. So part of it is here. Secondly, this also covers the physical damage. 1.2 billion and the 3 billion is the contingency amount, and then physical contingency, and the other one is the price variation. Despite the changes in the market dynamics. And then lastly, there is a VAT component, which is 18%, which is 5.5 billion. So the 36 billion, this is a performance-based contract. It is paid as you perform. So there is no guarantee that this 36 billion is going to be spent within the next 10 months. It has its own accounting centers here. That is the clarification on the 36 billion.
Can I get maybe I peruse through that so that
Please.
yes, yes,
And on a chair, as he gets to another, it is now clear as per
Honorable Fred, in addition to that, it will look like it is now
In addition, do you see at this rate, do you see yourselves going to pay off this loan in the next 5 years? Actually now 25.
Chair, I just reiterate that the 36 billion is not an expenditure of 1 year. In our report, the annual report that we shall present a copy, we have the summarized expenditure by year, indicated the projected revenue, and like we said, right now we stand at 28% what we are spending on maintaining the road, compared to what we are collecting.
What was your
47 billion for the entire year. This year, if we factor in a 5% increment in traffic, assuming all market dynamics remain the same, we'll go to somewhere.
Madam Chair.
January to June is 22 billion so far.
exactly? And you are projecting how much?
Chair, we have big time.
A graph, that is December.
Yeah, this year had a challenge. If you remember, January was one of those months where movement was restricted. That affected us.
Okay, let's base on the 2 years.
Of the regional. That was part of the innovation agreement, but we split it. So but we shall submit.
Is it the original?
No, it's not.
The questions I was raising, because the 122 here, the contracts, they said contract scope. Then the last one is for 1 year.
Chair, I beg to give some clarification in relation to that. It's an extension that we are going to spend the 36 billion. The 36 billion is an outstanding amount on the 122 billion contract. And it's that formed the 36 billion. So that's the clarification.
So, Honourable Chair, from what he is saying, they call it vetment? They call it what? You are, the term is called what?
No, it's not violence.
It's called so that we get that money. I think this is what, because you said, because you are wondering how did you come, you say, oh, because there was this amount is what? That's what I wanted. The money, the contract had expired, even under those circumstances, all the money had not been exploited. And what you did.
Madam Chair, thank you for the time. Throughout the presentation and my question, is coming to the realization. He said this is not a new contract, it is an extension. This is a simple word for all. Completely changes the parties or terms, sir. You don't confuse the committee. With innovation, there are 4 you have just extended. Sir, are we proceeding well? Number next, another feature of innovation. The old deal dies. What does this mean? The first contract no longer we get on record and the country can get value for money. I beg to submit.
Okay, don't circumlocute. Explain.
Those are implicit terminology.
Chair, I'll start from the last, which is to clarify once again. Innovated the contract, as the Honorable has rightly said, meaning that all the rights and obligations were transferred from one party to another. And to be precise,
basing on what he has just said, if you did that, why has the cost now skyrocketed from 24 to 36?
so after novation, the ministry was, I can say this, that we needed a bit of time to develop the electronic toll collection system. Needed to be undertaken. Otherwise, if we had left the contract to end in May, we would be now writing. We were not ready to take on that one. So the best scenario.
Just for the record, they constructed the road for 5 years. You knew there was going to be a contract to a private company for 5 years, they finish collecting, you are not ready. So So now you have added another year because you are not ready.
Contract provided for extension. It's not a clause that we introduced
Those were
the other day.
Those were your words, you were not ready.
Yeah, but the contract provided for extension of the contract. In this case, that was one of the reasons, but we needed to have an electronic toll collection system before we enter the next contract.
It was an extension, and IGIS was still there. Why didn't he extend that on IGIS, which was at 24, instead of bringing Pinnacle?
Contract, there is no difference in contract amount. If you add what IGIS was paid by the time they exited and add on the contract of Pinnacle, it comes to 122 billion. We can verify that on the contract. The contract amount hasn't increased.
So what they are telling you is they carried the entire balance into a new arrangement.
Yes.
And also, Chair, then why can't they be clear and tell us that there is no difference between Pinnacle and IGIS? Because if they are saying extension and it is the same amount from IGIS to Pinnacle, why can't it be very clear and say Pinnacle is IGIS? And we leave that one, we know that we have.
Thank you, Chair. Now, the 122 billion was based on performance. It was performance based. And it was made for 5 years. And you are lucky you have saved. So why do you want now to go again the balance? That is one. Then number two.
You said they were not ready.
Because now it was meant for 5 years. And it is performance based. Because now it was meant for 5 years. And it is performance based. There is taxpayers' money coming every year. And it's not a guarantee that it must be spent. Then the other one, I don't think it is right, Chair.
You answer this at once because we have run out of time.
Chair,
Who has it?
there is
Yes,
something. Okay.
they'll answer at once. The signature mandate of the account in Stanbic Bank under the name Uganda National Roads Authority Kampala Express account. You want me to read the number? Who has the signature mandate? I'm sure you know this.
Thank you, Chair.
Number 903 001 2349 318.
Chair, through the acting permanent secretary, the principal signatories to this account is the PS,
Who is that?
the permanent secretary.
Who is that? Oh, you are here.
Then the alternate signatories to the account is the Assistant Commissioner Accounts, Emily Dekiapo.
Okay. The amounts in the interim payment certificates are inconsistent. What is the rationale? There was an internal transfer to an escrow account of about actual of 22,220,000. Similar, on 23rd June 2026, there was another debit of 11,445,394,432. Can you give us the details of these transfers? And the what is the collection method abbreviated as APCUG on that bank statement? What percentage of WHT charged on IPC varies, and what is the standard rate?
One of design and construction works. May we know what IGIS was going to design and construct? And they paid 23 billion 723.7 billion. Despite the fact that the Chinese company had just completed the construction works. Then too, since it was a one-off and it was paid, this one-off design and construction to Pinnacle. What are
about the bank account at the Stanbic? We are generally aware that government is now supposed to operate a single spine account. Were you authorized to open this bank account at
Other balance, this contractor, assuming they spend it all, they are going to have taken 122 billion. How much have we paid of the 350 million US dollars, which is about
Honorable Chair, our obligation is to transfer money to the account, and we will establish from Ministry of Finance because they are the ones.
Thank you, Madam Chair. My question is just about how have they said, really, they have not given us the serious explanation there. But if it is so, what is the solution? What I heard is now getting to my surprise that the machines also are corrupt. Then we are really in a mess. I'm sorry to say that, but as if I'm trying to understand that maybe we need a solution because if it's the machine, let them set properly, maybe. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
what charges do you want to put on this corrupt machine?
First, the contract manager to help on the amounts of the interim payment certificates, the variances, why they vary.
any abbreviation starting with the APC, you cannot mean collection. Cannot mean collection something. You first explain to us.
The abbreviation relates to the collection.
How soon can you submit those authorizations?
they are discouraged in entities like this. Commissioner of Finance, did you inform the accounting officer that we inherited something which may not be good? But you can withdraw money when the accountant general is not aware, when Bank of Uganda is not what? Aware. I'm asking you as a technical officer, having inherited the best way to do commercial banks. Is it the best way, Commissioner?
Honorable Chair and members, we are going to
Circumstance of yours of works, which you understand. That's a good because PS is very busy. Technical officers, I'm asking for your technical.
And all those signatories to those accounts, because you deserve a fair hearing, you have to write back to the committee giving a reason for all red debit from that account. Because I had sampled just two, but there are very many and you are aware.
Has been missing for the last 1 hour. And given the experience we had yesterday and the submission, we are now discussing very critical and pertinent issues. I hope that the minister is not going to come back at this moment.
The minister indicated that he was not feeling well. They are here to respond and they are not supposed to leave till they have responded. Yes. So the PS is here as the accounting officer and she's fully in charge. To respond to the questions, there were many questions.
Chair, I'll start with the inconsistencies in the IPCs. The nature of the contract is that it is performance-based, meaning that we assess the performance of the contractor monthly before we certify what is due to him. And there is no performance. It would have been a red flag if the performance was very consistent in a performance-based contract. But the inconsistencies are because of the various changes. Sometimes you've passed there and found some sections are not lit. When their lights that are off, we deduct money. So we have KPIs in the contract that we measure every year through a formal inspection. That formal inspection is, and we go and do a joint verification of what the contractor submitted, and then we apply deductions. One of the deductions that we have been applying consistently is the overload of 5 million. Then the other ones that vary is due to the cleanness, signage, damaged guardrails that are not yet fixed, plus a host of other KPIs. So that's the reason for the because it was related to installation of way in motion bridges. As earlier explained, towards the toll plazas to install this one. So we left that money in there so that we can activate the fixed way bridges and also probably install the way in motion bridge on the northern bypass, which is a little flat, to control the and the other was accounted under Ministry of Work, and it appears in the Auditor General report as well. The other one,
you asked about the APCU.
We have only 5 minutes.
Yeah, I wanted to give that. The APCU account that they are having is called automated. It was designed by then UNRA and the Standard Bank to enable IGIS remit monies which were not by electronic transfers and other means, not cash. And chair, I'm a bit puzzled when you said the withdrawals are indicating the hold money, and then the money was supposed to be remitted to a consolidated account of UNRA by then, which is now of Ministry of Works. Now, how is the money now being withdrawn from the APCU account? And yet this was just a temporary receiver and then remitted to the consolidated, where the cashless and then the cash monies of the toll, Entebbe Toll Express way were all being collected. So it brings another question. Why is this happening? Yet the other one, you were not supposed to withdraw money from that account. It was just supposed to receive, and it is remitted to the consolidated account. Maybe that one the Permanent Secretary can answer.
Let them answer mine. Chair, as we close, I want my good brother, the engineer, to answer mine. The one of design. I don't know whether you answered when I was gone. But the one of design, what did you design and construct, despite the fact that the road was new? And since it was one of, why are you again giving it in the contract to Pinnacle? What is Pinnacle going to design and construct? I want to know what you designed and constructed, and I want to know what Pinnacle is anticipated to design and construct. Thank you.
Okay, you respond. You have a very short time, and as you respond, you tell us the difference between an exemption and a free card.
so the 1.6 billion, which appears under the one-off design and construction works. One-off design was mainly the illumination design before the lighting was done. So under that component, we had illumination design, we had lighting, we had tolling system, we had road safety facilities, and we also had the overload control system. Now, the other parts, apart from the overload control system, were implemented fully. Now, the 1.6 billion, which is attributed to the overload control system, was not implemented for the reason that we did not have the fair gradients to implement the way in motion bridges just before the toll plazas. At the end, we have carried that money forward into the next contract. One, we want to activate the fixed way bridges at all toll plazas to control the overload, because to come onto the expressway. So we believe that if we implement those two adjacently, we shall be able to control the overloading. So the 1.6 is towards that.
Chair, I want to, sorry, but this is the gist. To you as a civil engineer, you are electrical civil. What civil? Civil, what do you think would be much more critical on this project? What items were in the one of design? First count one by one. I wanted to know.
Was in school and he's not looking.
Well, the consultant
Yeah, sorry, let me cross a bit. I think.
Where is that statutory instrument?
Yes, Honorable Chair, right? Every time the minister...
Is your microphone on?
Every time the minister is requesting fund exemption, we write to solicit.
Was it 25 billion? Not so many.
Yes, it is. And the 1.6 is
road safety facilities, what are these all? Then tolling system and independent traffic monitoring system. So, tolling system. We wanted to know how they were installed, the tolling system, and vis-a-vis what the Chinese with the tolling. So now that you paid this, and also UNRA had paid the Chinese, Joan said she was doing a dissertation. So, Chair, to me, this and so now Pinnacle, the Ugandan is the one you want to give this most expensive thing to do, when the other person who was supposed to do it in 5 years failed to do it, or you did not get a site for it to do it, and now you want to give brothers Pinnacle in just 1 year. Do you think they will do it in 1 year? A flat place?
Chair, we intend to, after completion of the Northern Bypass, we intend to install the one-way motion in the flat area transiting from Northern Bypass to the expressway. That will give us an idea of enforcement of overload control onto the expressway. If you notice, that place is flat. And then secondly, we also intend to activate the fixed-way bridges. We intend to activate 3 fixed-way bridges just before the toll plaza, at every toll plaza from Busega, Kajansi, and Pada. That's an operation and maintenance issue which can easily be, because we need to control the loading.
Members, we are going to send.
There is another thing for skills transfer.
In the contract?
Yes. The way it was. Can we know the 200 million? The trains transfer. The way the URC was. Where did they go? Is it where Joan went for training? What? So, kind of trained? And where? And having been trained, are they the ones working in enough? Or you train the people and they went out. So it's a 200 in Guinea. Check. Joan is very clear. Joan, it's how much money?
It's 200 million.
And which skills were these? And which people? This is where I want Ingis now, since they are here, through our chair. Yes, Ingis, the 200 million. Can we know which people you trained, when, where, And which skill did you train them in? And how did you choose those people? And if you have, can we have a list and the module and the professionals who taught? Chair.
So thank you very much, Chair. In my position, I wouldn't be able to tell you we train X number of people, but I'm more than happy to actually send an email to them and ask them to provide. But what I know is that anybody who was trained was nominated by the employer.
Now, Council.
Yes.
The general manager of Aegis was Ivan Katamba, and is now the general manager of Pinnacle. So he knows the people he trained.
There's no difference between
Thank you, Chair.
and Aegis. You're just confusing us.
It's like Pinnacle is Aegis Uganda, isn't it?
Which is okay.
Let's allow the gentleman to.
Thank you, Chair and honorable members. Indeed, that money was paid for a training in India of the project manager at the time, contract manager, and other participants.
How many were trained?
I don't have the exact number. I can get that for you, and there is a report on it. But we were quite a big team.
How many were trained? What were they trained on? You tell us they were trained on skills of revenue collection, on skills of risk management in towing.
It was a complete package under the.
What do you mean when you say complete?
Okay, the number of sessions they went through under road operations that had to deal with toll operations, incident management, and other aspects of it.
Can you lay and receipt?
Yes, I can be able to get a report.
Joan, she has information because I have other questions.
Before John comes, we are adding a comment. Then you can. Members, you know you have plenary.
Yeah.
Colleagues, let us be clear. When we get external financing, and we say capacity transfer knowledge to stakeholders within the organization that is being advanced along. We are not looking for project managers, those are private people still. The capacity should have come to Ministry of Works. Is that true that they train project managers of an external firm? So can we know those that we have trained internally?
Through you, Chair, I'd like to confirm that the 200 million was spent on Ministry of Works officials who are currently part of the project management. We traveled with the team to India. We traveled to India in the city of New Delhi, and we were trained under the Indian Academy of Highway Engineers, who are tolling system development and supervision, as well as general management of organization of India's organization.
Justification for 200
We shall provide, but we want.
Could you not know that?
Okay, the number is we can get it.
Joan, the ministry was also facilitating you.
Yes, the ministry paid our air tickets through the 200 million as well as the per diem allowance.
So it was the ministry that spent the money, not Pinnacle or Aegis.
Oh no, through the contracts. So through this
The money went to Aegis to train.
No. This money is what we call a provisional sum. The contract has a contract manager can explain further what the provisional sum, how a provisional sum is done, but it
So we just want to know who was managing the money.
Aegis manage the money, but authorized by the ministry.
And you don't know the number of people.
No, we know. I just have to check. Let's find.
Were you too many that used 2 aircraft?
No, I just have to give you a precise number. An exact number. I don't want to give you a number that I have. I just have to check the full
Chair, as they get the number, Chair, on this knowledge transfer, which is very good, can we know from project manager, you have just come, but engineer, when you were there, my sister was here when UNRA was running. You remember in Intel Express, you people of UNRA could not even copy the PS, even the minister. That's why you diverted the road to a swamp. Now, yeah, it is on record. But can we know from you people, why do you think English is from France? Why did they take people to India? I want to ask you now, English. Because you are from France. The document we saw here was South Africa. Now, why did they go to India? Why did you... Who wrote your letter to India? Was it UNRA or English? And why was India? How does India come in? Because English is the other side. We need to know from you.
Chair, why these people were taken to India is just because of slight similarity in the operating environment. Because the other one is close to, in terms of development and in terms of systems, and they were still setting up. But if you went to a country which has advanced systems already, you would not learn better. So that institute, in terms of curriculum and in terms of what India was doing, it gave us modules which were relevant to what we were looking for at that time for staff to get skills.
Chair, so that one, Chair, I am the one who raised. Chair, engineer.
That is the last question.
Yes, the last. Engineer one. Are you the one who selected India or it was English?
No, it was the team searched around to look for institutes.
Which team?
Provide the team that went for training. We tasked them to search for institutes which would give us the opportunity to get the skills that were required at that time. And those are the
so who selected India? This is what I'm asking.
The ministry selected India.
UNRA selected India.
Yes.
And why? When this man was when you say operating environment, there must be something. But the good thing, he went for training. Chair, we need a copy of that training report, the people who went. And but there's some skill from other people like John, which is okay, but we need to interest ourselves. Yes.
Okay, thank you, Chair. As they are telling us that they went for training in India, and I'm happy that they trained and we shall not have more problem again. My inquiry is one. Was India part of the areas that they benchmarked with the road tolls? Because I'm sure it's where you benchmarked. So why did you go to train in India when you exactly had
Yes, John is going to be a good institutional memory for you. I've seen her transporting a lot of not the date, but just the period. You can say around this period.
March 2024.
Close to 2 years ago.
2025.
And you still don't have capacity to maintain the training. Give you expensively. You went for training, you cannot still run the system yourself.
Sorry, I would like to maybe clarify. We were told in Italy, but the objective of the training was more on tolling system structuring and maintenance. We received a much bigger.
Swearing that as this other contract of Pinnacle ends, you will have designed our own structure. Two, and lastly, Pinnacle, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Are you the same company doing some water project in Okoro, in West Nile?
It is Pinnacle West Nile.
There is a Pinnacle in West Nile.
I'm sure, sir.
Which has failed to compensate project persons.
That's not us.
That's not a good pinnacle to you.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. We start finding out.
So we are going to submit more questions, and we need written responses. Every response must come with a supporting document, and this is to your benefit. Similarly, Pinnacle, these financial variances, we are going to submit everything in detail. Everyone deserves the right to a fair hearing, and you respond in writing. Every response should be not later than Wednesday next week. On Wednesday next week, we are going to have a visit to the toll, because we must do it in order for us to complete our investigations and our report. We will come in 2 groups, and we shall pick any of the 3 tolls, 2 tolls, to visit at the same time. So this time it's not a surprise visit. This time we're going. So you prepare to handle 2 different things at the same time. At any toll, we may pick out of the 3. So make sure all the responses, even these ones we have given you, every response must come with a supporting document. Otherwise, we are going to make a recommendation that may affect you. From the onset, this mess is caused by our people, I mean technical people. Because you see, Pinnacle is seated there, their issues may come with the transactions on the bank. That's where the main issues, but yours, you are the ones who got us in these things. UNRA, Minister of Finance is also going to come and respond. We are going to also invite Solicitor General. This report must be completed by Thursday next week. So whatever you don't give us by Wednesday, we have tried our best. There will be any right to a fair hearing. The questions we think are not clear, we are still going to send to you. If you don't respond, that's not our problem. It means you have foregone, you have forfeited your right to a fair hearing. What we are doing is in the interest of Uganda and Ugandans. We have several. Anyone we want to clean. Whoever was responsible for getting us in this mess must be uprooted, even before other tolls are set up. So we have served, we will serve. Good afternoon. Any question you need to be responded to, we are going to put it in writing. Kindly share those questions with the clerk.
This one can be verbal. Just not on record.
Let them join piano.
The minister.
Is it an Akuna?
No. On behalf of the people of Northern Uganda and Lamu in particular, Kibwa Stadium access roads. At the training
members, we are going to have a session for those other issues. Okay. Honorable friend.
The training facilities.
Honorable friend.
Yes, tell your people to
there will be a session for the committee members to interact with the ministry.
We need to appreciate the way good he has been in Egypt, now in Pinnacle.
You see them off, we have an in-house of 2 minutes only.
You see off the minutes, you are ready with the dedication.